Hi everyone, and welcome back to my magic storytelling shed, and welcome to week 5 in the Lockdown Library Tales series. Well done for making it this far. We've made it all the way to half term. Can you believe it? So this is the last story before half term, and this is a story all the way from India, and it's a story that's part of a big collection of fables, mostly about animals, that are called the Panchatantra. So this is this amazing collection of hundreds of stories from India. They're very, very old stories. So here we go. I hope you enjoy it. It's called The Elephants and the Mice. And here we go. Long ago, there was a beautiful city with lots of large temples and houses. The city was prosperous, and its residents were always very happy and cheerful. Close to the city was a large, clean lake. The water in the lake was very sweet and delicious. But with the passage of time, the city turned into ruins, and its residents moved to faraway towns and cities in other kingdoms. They took all of their belongings, including their cattle, bullocks, goats, and horses. Even the stray dogs and cats decided to follow the residents to the city and moved out with them. Only the mice in the city decided to stay back. Even without the residents, the natural vegetation in the city supplied enough food for the mice that they decided to stay. The city was lined with lots of tasty fruit trees. They could now eat a variety of fruit and vegetables that grew naturally in the city. Slowly, the mice grew in number, and the entire city turned into a mouse haven. Several generations of mice started living together in the same space. There were grandparents, parents, uncles, aunts, cousins, and lots of little baby mice. It was one large mouse family. They held their own festivals and gatherings. They took great care of each other in sickness and in health. Far away from the city, there was a very dense forest. A huge river used to pass through the forest, supplying clean water to all the animals that lived in the jungle. Amongst the animals, there was a big herd of elephants. The elephants stayed in harmony with other animals in the jungle. The jungle provided them with ample food, water, and shelter. During one summer, however, the river ran dry due to lower than normal rainfall. The animals in the forest started dying of thirst. The queen of the elephant herd asked all the young elephants to go out in all directions in search of water. After a few days, one of the elephants came back to the queen and told her about the lake near the mice city. The queen elephant at once ordered the herd to leave the forest and move towards the lake. As soon as the herd saw the lake, they started running towards it. They had not been in water for so many months, they hadn't drunk water for so many months that they could not stop themselves from making a dash towards it. In their excitement, they didn't notice that hundreds of mice were getting trampled beneath their feet. The mice tried to save themselves, but many of them were sadly killed and injured. They also feared that on their way back from the lake, the elephants would unknowingly trample many more. An old mouse suggested that they should go and narrate the whole incident to the queen elephant. Furthermore, they should request the queen elephant takes the herd on some other route back from the lake. The mice did as suggested by the wise old mouse. The queen elephant was very sorry for the loss that the herd had brought upon the city of the mice. She assured the mice that the herd would take a different route while going back to the forest, and would never again come near the city of mice. The old mouse thanked the Queen very much for understanding their concern. He also told her that the mice family would always be ready to help the elephants if need be. Many months passed. The king of a nearby kingdom was raising an army and wanted lots of elephants for his battle regiment. His servants went to the forest and laid traps to catch the elephants. They dug deep trenches and covered them with leaves and kept lots of bananas on them. The elephants, whilst trying to reach out with their trunks for the bananas, fell into the traps. The servants pulled out the trapped elephants with the help of other tamed elephants. Once out of the trenches, the servants tied them up to the trees with the help of thick ropes and went back to inform the king. The queen elephant was one of the many that got trapped. She kept calm and started thinking of a way to escape. At once, she thought of the wise old mouse and his promise to help the elephants whenever they needed it. She called one of the young elephants who had not fallen into the trap and was still free. She asked him to go to the city of the mice and narrate the entire incident. The young elephant did as she instructed, and soon, can you imagine it, thousands upon thousands of mice came running to the forest to help their friends the elephants in their hour of need. Within minutes, they cut loose the ropes with their sharp little teeth, and the elephants were free once again. The queen elephant thanked the wise old mouse for remembering his promise and for rescuing the elephants from their captors. The old mouse was happy that the mice were able to help the elephants and thus repay the debt of help. The elephants and the mice became great friends and they lived in peace, happily ever